On Friday, November 9th, Christ Episcopal Church in Bradenton, Florida celebrated Veterans Day with a special guest. Eileen Price, a former teacher at St. Stephen's, led the celebration.
Veterans Day has a very special meaning to me. We have a lot of Memorial Days.
Mrs. Price, as her students called her, is the daughter, niece, aunt, and wife to military personnel. Obviously, serving runs in the family.
But this is, my dad was post commander at Fort McNair.
So how does someone so closely tied to the military celebrate Veterans Day?
Well, for me, for about the last 8 or 9 years, it's been speaking at St. Stephen's Chapel. That's why that event is so important to me. Because
But Eileen and her husband Bill's connection to Veterans Day runs much further than her speech at chapel.
Could you give us the story on how you two met? Once again, was Carlisle Barracks, the Army War College.
Every year, Veterans Day reminds the Prices about the story of when they met.
But what happened was one of the students' wives stopped me as I was going to work. And she said, "Excuse me, Lieutenant, are you new here?" "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Are you married?" I said, "No, ma'am." She said, "I have somebody I want you to meet."
it was yours truly.
A commonly forgotten difficulty of Veterans Day, something Eileen went through with her father, is the actual process of military personnel becoming veterans.
It was the saddest day of his life because he lived, breathed, ate, and slept the Army. He just missed everything what the camaraderie, everything that was the military as he went into civilian life. So I say it was the saddest day because he was kind of, it's the last time wearing this uniform.
When asked again about the celebration of Veterans Day, Mrs. Price had a very different answer than her words at chapel.
Well, I think to remember what the military has done for our country since the War of Independence. And I love Veterans Day because I understand it and I know what it stands for. And I know that as a kid who lived the Army life for almost my whole life.
Bill, a veteran himself, admits that when he was young, he didn't bother to think about the importance of the holiday.
Like many young people, not in the service, "Oh, we have a day off." No clue about Veterans Day and what it was all about until I came into service.
I too have neglected Veterans Day throughout my life. Instead of finding the importance through serving, one should be able to find how they'll celebrate America's holidays through stories like the Prices, as I did walking through their home. Thank you for watching the St. Stephen's Gauntlet. I'm Patrick Collins.